Pull it in and let go. Pull it in and let go. Pull it in and let go.
3, 2, 1, let's go.
Okay, so we have just kicked off. Just been a bit of an intro, bit of a entree to the main course, and everyone's hyped up, but they're also really tired after a long day.
This word here, vulnerability, some negative connotations around what vulnerability, what it is. Strength, yes. Courage, strength, these are great words. Pull it in and let it go. Today, we go through that gate today. We are going through the gate. Pull it in and let it go. If you need to breathe through the mouth, slow and be a fuckwit, that's okay. Okay, we've got this. Okay, one in, all in.
So far, we've done a little 12-minute sort of buy-in, get the vibe going, little in pair session, you go, I go. Then we had our breath work with Mark, which was awesome. It's exactly what everyone needed.
Yeah, it was intense. I was an absolute mess the whole time, but it felt good just to let it all out as well. But like, it was really nice to feel comfortable to like express that here with everyone.
Yeah, good. A bit emotional. Had to sort of stop myself. Once I start, I can't stop. So just let me.
Good release, eh?
Yeah, amazing release. Amazing.
It was good. I didn't think that I was going to crack. I thought I'd easy peasy, but it got me good from the start. So
Holding hands.
we were holding hands, had a little cry. Obviously, need to do it a bit more often.
Straight into some ice bars. We had 200 bags of high speed delivered. It was bloody freezing. And then we headed to the hockey field and did a little bit of a high rock session there.
No, can't.
40, do not let it go away.
Come back here, had a little bit of food, relaxed for about 40 minutes, and then we just got into a in their teams salt bike and push-ups challenge, which was high energy. And now it's nearly 1 a.m. and we're going to have a little bit of a kip. Dropping the weights Navy SEAL style. You're gonna come it up, grab it, and they're gonna have to hold it above their head pretty much soon. Once you've done 6, up above your head. So we're day 2 now. We had about 3.5 hours sleep, turned the lights on and got them going nice and quicker this morning. A little bit of a mental sort of toughness workout with a wall sit, which was amazing. We had about 3 people wall sit for 15 minutes, and they could have kept going. So that was pretty cool to watch. And then we went off to Bay Fit pools and done a swimming slash ski dumbbell workout. We had like 3 sort of sections to that, which was really cool to see people in a different environment. And then we headed straight to the beach and done a little bit of an AMRAP, 21, 15, 9, a little bit of a workout. We only left for about 10 minutes, thrusters, burpees, and a little bit of a run, and then it just dunked into the water. We've got about an hour and a bit before we head back, or before we have our next workout, which will be Lucas Miller taking everyone through a boxing workout, which I can't wait.
It's good. It's excited, keen for the next workout. I'm sure once we get started though, about 5 minutes in, I'll start to feel it again. But no, it's good. It's good pushing yourself, finding those limits, and seeing how far I can go. Just a challenge. You know, there's a good culture at the gym. Just challenging ourselves every day, and the opportunity came to do 24 hours of workouts. You know, it's in the culture to push yourselves and see how far you can go.
Look, LA is a mission right now, we just hit the road. Girl, my loving is just something that I know you can't control. Look, you could try to fight some rules, cause I wanna be wrong, girl, I wanna be proved. So hold your love and your truth, cause there's no one like you.
sore, pretty fatigued. Mentally still there, so constantly just trying to push. I really enjoyed the pool work. It was something different and a bit unorthodox, but yeah, it was really fun, as well as my first intro to the high rocks. That was next level, but it was interesting. It was good fun. But now we're dealing with the heat. Supposedly it's going to be a max of 33 degrees today, so another factor's come in. But lollies, sugar, that's what we got in the arsenal, so we're just going to go from there and just push us the best. Let's go. You can understand how you're gonna let her go. She moves like a damn angel. You can understand how you're gonna let her go.
So I'm Ange, I'm a member here. I've been a member here since 2021. So today I'm going to share my story about Chris. As Jake said, he passed away last year. Grace was 1 month old and Chris took his own life. At the time, I could not comprehend how we could have just had our second child together and for him to no longer be here. So about 6 months after he passed away, he was diagnosed with stage 2 CTE. So why do I want to share this with you guys? I didn't really know much about CTE. I thought it only happened to NFL footballers or elite athletes. And whenever CTE was mentioned, he would say things like, oh, I'm probably going to get that. I've had a lot of head knocks, get my brain checked for that if I die. And he'd said this numerous times over the years, but there was no stress in his voice, and it was a simple remark that he made, and I never took any notice of it. And I didn't ever think it would be our reality. But if I didn't donate Chris's brain, we wouldn't have known that he had this brain disease. And so I want people to be aware of it, so maybe we can help support other sufferers going through it, because unfortunately we couldn't help Chris. So this gym and this community has been integral to my mental health and well-being. Knowing I can always come here, no matter what was going on, get through a session, see smiling faces, have conversations with people, have people check in with us to see if we're okay, it has truly meant the world. Belonging to this community is invaluable. So I can't thank Dylan and Nikki and the staff and the members enough for making this place what it is. And for being such big mental health advocates, putting on events like today and trying to improve the mental health in the wider community. This community meant a lot to Chris. Especially in the last months of his life when he was struggling. He loved being here. So thank you for allowing me to be vulnerable and sharing my story today. I appreciate it.
I am Wayne Holdsworth, and my full-time role in life is that I run basketball as a CEO. And in the past, my passions have been my family in order, my work, because I get to work with pretty much 99% of people that are volunteers. And since October of last year, October of 2023, I've added suicide prevention to that list of passions, if you like. So on October the 24th, 2023, we lost our 17-year-old son, Mac. He took his own life. And so, you know, as Ange was saying, you know, like just the shock. But as a dad, you know, like you're supposed to look after your kids and make sure that they survive you and flourish and all of that. And just the sense of failure, knowing that I hadn't done that, was just enormous. And all of that, plus the shock, just swept through my body physically and emotionally, and I screamed. And I laid him down, you know, and just knowing then that he'd passed away was just unbelievable. But when he was 16, he was sexually extorted. And before that, he was a leader at the footy club. He was an outgoing boy. He used to, you know, muck around with his friends and be a bit of a larrikin with his mates, a normal sort of 16-year-old. Well, after he was sexually extorted, he was never the same. He would write the most beautiful things on that card, you know, about his love for me. And the change in the personality of the boy since he was extorted was extraordinary. A little bit about that extortion. He was sexually extorted. Within 30 minutes of him being on Instagram and another platform, he was able to share a nude photo with his face after what he thought was an 18-year-old girl had shared a nude photo and her face to him. And in that same 30 minutes, he'd been hacked and his phone rang. And he thought, this will be the good-looking 18-year-old on the phone. As it turns out, it was a 47-year-old male from Liverpool, New South Wales, and said to Mac, I've got your photo, I've got your $500. If you do not send me another $500 within 3 minutes, I'm going to share the picture. And if I have to share the picture and people see it, your mum and dad will hate you and you'll want to kill yourself. The phone rang again and he looked down and he saw the number and he said, Dad, it's him again. So he said, can you speak to him? I said, yeah, no worries. Now you can imagine the animated discussion I had with this terrorist. And he said to me, I hope you die and I hope your son dies. That's how he finished it and hung up. He distributed the photo after Mac had paid him $500. Mac was the sixth kid that week that had been to the Mornington police station reporting extortion of similar style. On the 24th of October, we decided not to have a fun run, not to have a basketball tournament in recognition of Mac on his first anniversary. We decided on a campaign called Unplug24, and the campaign is around asking every Australian that I could possibly get to unplug from social media for 24 hours. We had over 130,000 people that we know of register. We think it's much greater than that because some schools, we know of one school conglomerate in Brisbane that had 20,000 kids, but they just registered under one, so it could be greater. We're going to have 1 million in 2025, make no mistake about it. Dill, thanks for having me, mate. I can't tell you how much this means to me, having some people listen to not just the story, but some of the tips and tricks to hopefully save one of your tribe members. Go well.
else, right?
400 metres, no, you're taking the piss.
359 metres.
I think my favourite event was the High Rocks sim last night at like 10 o'clock. That was really, really challenging but really good. Yeah, 100%. 100%, and I'm going to bring more friends because this is worth it. It's challenging, but once you get over that hill, it's like the best thing ever. I would 100% do this again. For sure.
Good, yeah.
Yeah, it's nice. It's a nice connection. It made me learn a lot about myself. Be a little bit vulnerable. I'm not really vulnerable after a lot of things that have happened this year, so I don't let myself kind of stop and reset. So this was a good pause, reset, and I know that I'm capable of more than what I think. So yes, I'd do it again.
I'm cooked. It's been, I've done 3 of these, and this has definitely been the most challenging, but the most fun as well, I think. I love the challenges. I love that everyone's just pushing themselves. You know, we're running on a couple of hours of sleep and everyone's still going. So yeah, it's amazing.
Another amazing Conquer for 24 event. We have to thank our major sponsor, Westpoint Ford, again jumping on board. They have been with us from the very start. They are the sole reason why we can put such an amazing event together, that all our members and anyone in our community can participate in this mental health event, which pushes you outside your comfort zone, both mentally and physically. So a big thank you to Westpoint Ford for again jumping on. If you're looking for a car, we need to go visit Nate down there. He decked all our staff and a lot of our members out already. Unbelievable deals. Go see him. Thanks to Westpoint Ford. 2024 was an amazing event, but I can guarantee you 2025 will be even bigger. So make sure you get ready to sign up next year for this amazing out-of-body experience.